enthusiasts, how you doing? Welcome back. It's part 8 of the classic mini race car build, Project Bolt. So you might wonder why I'm sitting here in front of the computer rather than doing an introduction from in the garage like I normally do. I'm actually sat in front of what we like to call Ego Wall, or we certainly do in my household. So there's various pictures of previous cars I've owned in the past, some of my favourites, and also there's even an aeroplane up there, so I used to have a share in an aircraft. I don't anymore, of course. But what I wanted to show you, you won't be able to see it on the screen, I wouldn't have thought, but this evening, literally 5-10 minutes ago, I reached the 700 subscriber mark. So thank you very much to everyone that subscribed. I'm really proud of that milestone, and what I said in some previous videos is once I reach 700 or soon after that, I will upload a video which, if you like, comment and share, you will be entered into a prize draw. And once we reach 850 subscribers, I will do a draw, pick out a winner, and I'll arrange for a nice unique gift for you. So thanks for subscribing, guys. And in this week's update, we're getting very close to the end of Project Bolt. I'm pleased to say that there might be a new project in the pipeline, so we're going to look at a couple of cars on Sunday. I'm not going to tell you now, but all will be revealed. Very exciting build potentially coming on a very rare classic mini. So this week's update is really kind of the finishing touches. So you'll see in the photos we finally get all the windows in the car. So Project Bolt has a heated front and a heated rear windscreen, so it doesn't run a heater inside the car. There's no need for demisting or anything like that, and warm air is really not required in the winter. The heat from the engine and the exhaust keep you warm. Obviously no air conditioning to worry about on a mini, but yeah, things steam up. You've got heated front and heated rear windscreen. That's really useful. We used it on the track day, worked really well. And as you'll see in the photos, we finish off the interior of the car, so the carbon fibre dash gets fitted to the car. All the electrics, it's got polycarbonate side windows, so the front door side windows don't have drop glass, they're polycarbonate with sliding glass, and the rear quarter windows are polycarbonate as well. The dash setup is a programmable microprocessor controlled speedo and rev counter, and the speedos run off a GPS sensor, and on the main instruments we have a separate water gauge, separate temperature gauge, and a clock in front of the driver. What's really cool about this car is it has a device called a Freewheel, which goes onto the steering wheel, which allows you to put all the controls on the steering wheel, very similar to an F1 car. So there's no steering stalk switches, no wiper switches or anything like that. It's all push button on the steering wheel, and the Freewheel unit is infrared, so it allows you to do it all wirelessly. So the Freewheel receiver goes on the bulkhead of the car, and there's a small transmitter on the back of the steering wheel, and the two communicate, programmable, and it allows you to program the switches of the buttons on the steering wheel itself. Now, we did have a bit of a problem with the Freewheel when we initially set it up. You'll see in the photos the original sort of mounting location was on the back of the bulkhead, pretty much where a heater would be in a mini. And we run the car up, and unfortunately that area gets very hot from the exhaust, and it started to melt or distort the back of the Freewheel box. So even though it had heat protection inside the engine bay around the bulkhead area there, the metal obviously still got hot and it distorted the plastic. So you'll see on the photo directly afterwards, we very soon moved the Freewheel unit over to the near side of the car, up inside the footwell. Aside from that, like I say, just finishing touches really. Both seats in the car now. We had to make some box section steel for the seat frames to make sure they were secured down nice and tight. It runs a small AGM battery which is mounted on the passenger floor.